Alrighty, folks. The Hornets take on the Nets, 7:30 Eastern tip-off. Brooklyn's -3, totals 221. And if you want to see whether I'm making a play on the side or the total in that Cavaliers-Celtics game, you may want to think about signing up for my Gold Club membership on my premium page. And I'll explain a little bit more about all that at the end of the video. We did see a half-a-point move toward Brooklyn in this one. They opened 2.5 up to 3. Brooklyn's 5-9 straight up, 11-3 against the point spread. Charlotte just 5-8 straight up, losers of 6 out of their last 9. When it comes to offensive production, well, the Hornets are one of the worst shooting teams in the game. They're second to last in offensive field goal percentage. They're also making fewer free throws per game than any other team, having a tough time getting to the stripe, and when they do, they're not good enough. They're not making the shots. And they're facing a Brooklyn team on the other side who definitely guards the three-pointer well on defense, and they do a nice job of grabbing rebounds on D as well. Of course, when it comes to covering the point spread, Brooklyn's gone 8-2 against the number in their last 10. And like I said earlier, they are 11-3 against the point spread for the entire year. Dennis Schroeder leads the lineup in steals. Cam Johnson grabs a handful of rebounds a night. Now, injury-wise, Finney Smith is questionable for Brooklyn. Claxton's still out. Meanwhile, for Charlotte, Trey Mann's day-to-day. Williams, Jeffries, and Richards still inactive. Now, total-wise, the Hornets did see overs in their last 2 straight. Overs against the likes of the Cavs and Bucks. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, on the other side, they saw overs in 3 out of their last 4 themselves. Give me the Nets -3 over 221. Next contest, Pelicans, Mavericks, 8:30 p.m. East. Dallas is -12, totals 222. We saw a 1-point move toward the Mavericks. They opened 11. Dallas, 7-7 straight up, 7-7 against the point spread. New Orleans, 4-10 straight up, 4-10 against the number. And no real surprise here, the Pelicans have dropped 7 out of their last 8. And I'll tell you, they've been miserable on the offensive end of the court. They're averaging just 104 points a game, and they're a bottom 5 field goal shooting team. And unfortunately for them, the Mavericks have played tough defensively this year. These guys are 4th in field goals allowed, 4th in defensive three-point percentage. Derek Lively leads the squad in blocks. P.J. Washington averages the most rebounds. Now, injury-wise, Exum's still out for Dallas. Doncic is questionable with a knee, although I still think the Mavs get it done if he doesn't play. I think they get it done with their defensive effort. For New Orleans on the other side, McCollum, Williamson, and Alvarado are still out for them. Give me Dallas -12. Next contest, Thunder, Spurs, 9:30 p.m. East. OKC's -9.5, totals 222 and a hook. OKC 11-3 straight up, 10-4 against the point spread. San Antonio 6-8 straight up, 6-8 against the number. And even though this is a large point spread, the Spurs have struggled against the number here recently. They failed to cover in 6 out of their last 8, and they just haven't been good enough offensively. San Antonio's 24th in total scoring, bottom 10 in field goals made. And unfortunately for them, OKC's arguably the toughest defensive team in the game. They allow only 103 points a night, 1st in defensive field goal percentage. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 2nd on the team in blocks, handful of defensive boards a night. And Cason Wallace is 2nd on the team in steals. Of course, as a whole, OKC successfully covered in 7 out of their last 10. Now, injury-wise, Holmgren, Williams, and Hartenstein are still out for OKC. Wemby's questionable for San Antonio. Gotta, keep an eye on him if you're firing on this game. When it comes to the total, the Spurs saw unders in 3 out of their last 5. Meanwhile, OKC saw unders recently against the likes of Phoenix, New Orleans, and Orlando. Give me OKC -9.5, under 225 and a hook. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be in that Jazz-Lakers game, 10:30 p.m. East. The Lakers are -11, totals 235. Lakers are 9-4 straight up, 7-6 against the point spread. Utah 3-10 straight up, 6-7 against the number. And to be fair, both teams have played some lackluster defense, respectively. Of course, we'll start with Utah. They're allowing more field goals a game than any other team. They also find themselves in the bottom 3 in defensive boards. Meanwhile, the Lakers on the other side, they really haven't been great themselves. They're 25th in points allowed, bottom 10 in, they're 25th in field goals allowed, bottom 10 in points given up. 5 out of the Lakers' last 9 games did get over the total. Meanwhile, Utah on the other side, they saw overs recently against the likes of the Kings, Suns, and Bulls. Give me the over 235. And with that, folks, now it is time for our quick pick recap. I like the Nets -3 over 221. Dallas -12, getting the job done against the point spread. Oklahoma City -9.5 under 222 and a hook. And give me the over 235 in the Jazz-Lakers game. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. Going to be included with your membership. That's why I always tell folks, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. With that said, folks, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site.